Hey, what's up guys, Tim here again. Got another tutorial for you today. Doing another themed bracelet. This is the Doctor Strange themed Paracord Shamballa. So, now this idea was not originally mine. It was done by a channel called Creations by S. You may or may not know about that Paracord channel. I will link them down below, so check them out. Anyways, they did a kind of knot and loop version, and this is more of like an adjustable style version that's actually much more similar to what a Shamballa bracelet kind of looks like. So it's a combination of the snake knot, diamond knot, some cobra stitch, or sort of cobra knot weaving across with some microcord, and it is adjustable, like kind of like the adjustable snake knot and other bracelets we've done. Alright. If you guys haven't seen Doctor Strange already, definitely check it out. I wasn't sure what to expect with that one, but I really liked it in the end. The effects were crazy awesome, and overall, you know, Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job at it, and yeah, such a really enjoyable movie. So if you're a fan of Marvel, check it out. If not, you can still make this bracelet. It's a lot of fun, and this one turned out really well, I think. Okay, so that being said, guys, let's get into the tutorial. And remember, if you're looking for any products that I use in the video, check out those affiliate links down below, because when you are shopping through those links, you're helping out this channel quite a bit. And yeah, that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I got my paracord ready here. I've got two strands, one of goldenrod, one of orange, the neon orange. And these are two separate strands, they're not fused at all or linked. So we're going to start off in the middle. You could start off at one side and start tying your diamond knots all the way along, but I'm going to try going from the middle and just work my way out. I feel like for some reason that might work better. But yeah, very simple. We're just going to start tying our diamond knots. Okay, so we've done this before many times, and if what I'm doing here is confusing, and check out my dedicated tutorial. But anyways, I'm going to get my cords in the middle like this. I'm going to take my goldenrod. I'm going to do one loop. Put that over top the orange. Bring the orange behind. Remember, we go over, under, and over, like that. Okay. Then we have our carrick bend like so. And then we bring this cord around, go past the orange through the middle. Bring that up, and then for this side, bring the orange around, go past this goldenrod here, go up through the middle. Okay, so there we have our diamond knot. Of course, I'm going to pull that shut. So these diamond knots, as you saw in the intro, are going to form the kind of beads of the Shamballa bracelet. Okay, so now from here, you're going to have to kind of just assess what your lengths are. So I kind of, well, the way I did it, I end up with the shorter side on this side, but you're going to start tying your diamond knots going outwards. Okay, so cinch this one up real tight. This will be your middle one, and I guess you can probably alternate, you know, tie one on this side, one on this side, and go all the way out. I feel like it'll be more even that way, right? So from here, you can leave however much space in between you want. I'm probably going to leave about that big of a gap, right? So I'm just going to go on, we'll go on this side. So again, just do another diamond knot now. So I'm going to go a little faster. Okay, like that. Better carrick bend. And then bring that through there. And that through there. Okay, so now we have another diamond knot. So now the hard part, or the time-consuming part. You're gonna have to adjust the diamond knot over to here, right? So again, of course, we know how to do that. We just kind of pull the slack out like so. You want to shorten it to maybe there. Work all that through. Like that. And then we'll do the other one. There's the goldenrod. This is where you want to get your spacing even. Right? That's pretty good. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just tying a string of diamond knots, right? And I'm going to go maybe a few out this way, a few out this way. And you can kind of just gauge it, you know, put on your wrist and check, you know, how many you need, right? Along there. You could go, you can just do a few, like maybe 4 or 5 along here and just have the diamond knots along here, or you can do more going all the way. It's up to you. There's a lot of freedom on this one. Okay, so I'm going to continue tying the diamond knots along here, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I've tied 4 diamond knots here, and one thing I did come across is because we're doing 2 colors, depending on which loop you start with, you know how the first part of the diamond knot is making that loop, depending on which one you start with, you may get your colors reversed. So you may have the goldenrod on this side and the orange on that side. So if you're finding that your knots aren't uniform, just start with the other loop, if that makes any sense. All right. If that doesn't bother you, then just leave it as it is. So you see, I tied 1 snake knot here, or a walnut, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to tie another one here, just for decoration. Like so. Oh, that was a little too fast, sorry. Yeah, we're going to do circle around. Take the goldenrod around like that. Take the orange under and through this loop. There we go. So I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty cool. And now we're going to add our micro cord for the rest of it. Okay, so I've got my micro cord ready. Just got it joined together with a simple overhand knot. I'm going to start up here actually. And I'm not going to fuse it together because it's not going to hold very well because it's so thin. All we're going to do now is tie some cobra knots over the core here. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky to show, but you should all know how to do the cobra knot by now because this is a micro cord. So I'm going to do blue over that, like so, red over, and then right through there. Okay, so this will be tricky because of this little knot here. Just try to hold it where you can, like so. Then you're going to do the next one. I apologize for this. My thumbs are going to be in the way. There's no way around it. But tie your cobra knots. But the second one, you should be able to kind of like tighten it. Get it to stay. Okay, so let's pull this tight. Okay, so don't worry about that knot behind. We can untie that later and then snip and singe it. So I'm going to move this down here. And I just want to continue going. So continue tying your cobra knots. I think I want to have about that much there. Okay, so just continue tying all the way down the length of your bracelet. Okay, so as you can see, I'm making my way down the bracelet, and I've already gone around the first snake knot, and I didn't really show you, but I'll show you how to do it on this next diamond knot. And that when you get up to the point of, the diamond knot, all you do is just weave around it, right? So take your next cobra knot and go strand below it, and continue going through here. Bring the red strand through. There we go. I always find it very difficult to work with microcord. So pull that there. Okay, and then just tie your next knot. Might be a little trickier with the diamond knot because it's larger, but let's go all the way up to here. All right. And from there, just continue tying your knots. There's a little bit of slack here, like this. Just work it through, right? Not pull it tight. Okay. So continue tying all the way down here, right? And just go around your diamond knots and your snake knot. And I'm probably going to stop, about 1/2 inch. Same thing I did up here. Okay, so do that all the way down the length of your bracelet, and then we can move on from there. Alright, so I've woven down all the way to the end, went around my knots like I said. So now I can snip and singe the excess paracord here, the microcord. And for up here, we can undo that knot that we did. And we can snip and singe the excess as well. See, so we undo that overhand knot. And now we just have these two here. And we can just pull it tight. Okay, so I'm going to snip and singe the microcord here and here. And these two. Okay, then we can move on to making the clasp to join it together. So now from here, now that we've trimmed off the excess, we're going to make our clasp. So we need to cut off 2 cords. Okay, so cut off 1 orange and 1 goldenrod on each side, right? Make sure you don't cut off 2 cords on the same side. It'll be easier for you to determine because you've got 2 different colors. Because we want these 2 cords to kind of match up. Then we're going to tie the clasp here. So for me, I'm going to trim this one here, and this one. I'm just going to snip it right there and melt it and singe it right there. Okay. All right, so I've trimmed the paracord here and here. Now in hindsight, I feel like I should have extended these sections on the microcord. So I should have had this go a little bit further here and this one a little bit further here, because that way, your clasp cobra part here can be a bit smaller, and that way you kind of extend the bracelet up to there. But you know what? This is what I did, so you feel free to modify yours as you go along. So we're going to do the clasp just with some gutted paracord. I tried using microcord. It didn't work so well, but yeah. So I've just got some red and blue. I've got about 1.25 foot of each. And I'm just going to tie some cobra knots down this section here. Okay, you can do the whole section if you want. You can do just a small part of it. I might just do a small part. So we're doing blue over the center. So continue with your cobra knots. So, and again, because this is going to be like a clasp part, you don't want to make these knots too tight. Just give it enough tension so that everything stays on. You can it'll develop more tension as you go along, because more knots, you know, means more tension. So don't over tighten, otherwise you won't be able to, you know, adjust the straps or the you know, adjust the closure. Okay, so I'm just going to continue tying this. I'm probably going to do about 2 inches, maybe a couple inches, 2.5 possibly, but it's up to you. You know, do whatever you feel like doing. All right, so just going to continue that, maybe up to there, and then we'll just finish it off. Okay, so I tied that section of the cobra knot with the gutted cord. I already went ahead and snipped and singed it. Now you want to give yourself enough space so that you can get, you know, bracelet on your wrist, right? And then from there, when you have your slack like that, I'm going to trim these cords maybe right about there, and I'm going to put a whipping knot on either side, on both sides. Okay, so I've got a bit of scrap blue and red microcord. You can do whatever you want from here. I mean, you can just tie simple, like, you know, overhand knot like that to finish it off. You could put a nice bead on the end, but I like putting whipping knots. Okay, so I'm going to do that. One whipping knot here, snip it, singe it there, and one whipping knot here. Okay, and there we have it, guys. I'm done. So I know I showed you the fast version, but yeah, you can check my dedicated tutorial for the whipping knot for much more clear instructions on that. So I did the blue one here, the red one here. Now for the end, I snipped the paracord just maybe like 1/2 centimeter out, and then I melted it a bit and kind of let it mushroomed out a bit, and then I just took my lighter and pressed it against it, so now the whipping knot's not going anywhere. Okay, so that is it, guys. This has been the Doctor Strange Doctor Strange themed Paracord Shamballa, right? And check out Creations by S. They did a Paracord Shamballa, you know, a little while ago, so I figured I would do my own spin on it. Right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And also, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already, feel free to subscribe. All right. Remember, if you're looking for any paracord and stuff that I use in the video, check the affiliate links down below. So when you shop through those, you're helping out this channel a lot. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.